Well, here we are in front of my first office building. Well, I can't actually say I was in the office in this building. My first office was actually a storage room. I actually used discarded boxes and old pieces of wood as my first desk. And I remember my mom printing the checks down in the basement. Nobody ever would have hired me if they knew that was the situation. Humble beginnings are just that. They're humble. I mean, I was in the basement of an office building using a storage facility as my first office. Talk about humble. Actually, it was a bit demoralizing. I so desperately wanted to be upstairs with the rest of the folks, sitting at real cubicles, having a real office space environment. It just wasn't in the cards for me at the time. But you know what? It made me work 10 times harder to be successful. And 15 years later, I own my own office building. So here's 3 things your fledgling business can do to ensure success. Number 1, only spend on the essentials. I mean, think about it. Don't go out and buy that huge desk, don't go out and buy that big clock behind the wall, and don't spend on expensive office space unless your business absolutely warrants it. I can remember my business partner telling me 100 times, Rob, do we really need that? Rob, do we really need this? And you know what? He was right. Almost every single time that I wanted to spend money on things that I thought were important, it turned out they were completely irrelevant to the business. Number 2, find brand ambassadors. I didn't even know I was actually doing it when I was doing it, but the fact of the matter is, accountants were great brand ambassadors for the human resources industry. Basically, I would knock on every single accountant's door that I could find and find out how I could solve the problems for them and their clients. I was a problem solver. That really made a huge difference in the success of my business. You need to find out in your business who your brand ambassadors are. Number 3, pitch the media. Just because you're a small business owner doesn't mean that they don't want to hear from you. In fact, they love human interest stories. I can recall when I was pitching the media when I first started, I would pitch them about everything under the sun. I would pitch them about my clients, I would pitch them about the new people that I was hiring, the growth of the organization, anything to attach myself to the local community. Now, I couldn't afford a public relations firm, and most small business owners can't when they first start up, but I saw such a value in it. Just 3 years later, I hired my first public relations firm, and I'm still working with them today. So, start small, pitch the media, and then hire the professionals when you're able. So to recap, spend only on the essentials. Get others to be your brand ambassador by solving their problem, and tell your stories to the media.